Character counts everywhere, all the time. Whether life's easy or an uphill climb, we will shine when we walk that line. Character counts everywhere, all the time.
Oh, I'm sure this is not what you expected in seeing me flossing instead of talking about character counts. But I recently returned from my semi-annual visit to the dentist. As is customary, I am diligent for a couple of weeks after the checkup and the cleaning to make sure I really floss on a daily basis. Just excuse me a minute, I gotta finish this. You see, there I am, sitting in the dentist chair while the hygienist does what she has to do. Of course, I always seem to get stuck with Attila the Hun doing all she can to make my gums bleed. Eventually gets around to asking me, "Gary, do you floss?" This time I was prepared with a response that went beyond just yes, no, or I do sometimes. I said yes, but I could do better. And is there anything you can share with me about what I could use or do so my flossing would be more effective? Don't they live an exciting life? Talking to you about my dentist visit and flossing instead of being with you today. Michael asked if I would share a few thoughts with you about your work in schools with champions and directors. Do you remember from your training the 3 words that describe an effective Character Counts initiative? Meaningful, measurable, and sustainable. Your efforts in supporting schools must be meaningful, and the desired traits are those that students can relate to in school and for life after school. It also must promote positive relationships. Realize how important the connection is between you and the school champions. I'm convinced that no meaningful learning about character counts and academics will occur without relationships that are meaningful. The messages about the importance and meaning of the pillars and desired life skills should be frequent and repeated. Support your school champions in having these values and traits pervade all aspects of school activity and all direct contacts with students. A second component is that effective Character Counts initiative must be measurable. This is why requiring each MT to complete the baseline survey for your schools are critical. Without data, all we have are opinions, as we value those things today that we can measure. So if you haven't finished all of your schools, I emphasize how important that task is for you to complete. Finally, our work is striving for sustainability. What we are trying to do by providing schools with an MT is to build ongoing support during the implementation phase of Desalon the Corrector. Come to think of it, there's a connection between visiting the dentist, my flossing, and this initiative. Meaningful. Flossing has proven to be an effective way to combat gum disease. But you have to do it in order to be effective. Measurable is evidence in the data collected in my semi-annual visits from the x-rays, the periodic exams, and to see if changes have occurred. And sustainable. The dentist is there for me with support and guidance to ensure long-term success. Even my response to the hygienist, yes, I do floss, but I could do better. Can you share some techniques or tools that would be of help to me? Can apply to your work in schools as an MT and the efforts of a school staff to effectively integrate character counts. I prepared for the MTs a list of activities or tools that you could do in schools before the end of the year and into next year. You should have a copy of the techniques in the following areas: supporting school champions, assisting in school-wide learning experiences, direct classroom support and involvement, school-wide informational opportunities. And by no means this is an all-inclusive list, and it may generate additional strategies today in your time with Michael or later with your regional coordinator. But here's just a few of the activities to get you thinking about how you can work with your school champions. Consider having students take the picture and write the caption for the feature in the newsletter, or coordinate with the champions and director to select a pillar to feature during daily announcements with stories, quotes, or skits. Assist the champions in making character counts kits for teachers that includes resources, lessons, activities that they can do. Assist the school champion team in developing goals for next year. Facilitate professional development activities by presenting directly to staff, providing written resources or video clips. If the school uses social media, help to coordinate the messages related to the initiative. Work with students to make a character counts movie or put posters or artwork in classroom doors, hallways, or at other parts of the school. Direct classroom support and involvement can mean teach model lessons where appropriate or teach character lessons side by side with the teacher. Provide individual or group instructional coaching and mentoring to teachers. Support that school staff in the effective implementation of class management strategies. Assist teachers in the integration of the pillars into the curriculum. And provide teachers with instructional tools that we could incorporate into a daily lesson using Vamos por Más or Character Daily. Establish a format for promoting a specific pillar. That could be a pillar of the month or one every 6 weeks. And establish a school-wide project for the year that can be completed by grade level in the academic, social, emotional, or character domain. Prepare and distribute visuals that promote character counts. In addition, I want to emphasize the importance of sharing the newsletter with the school champions. The second issue is ready for distribution, featuring a short lesson and our spotlight on character in the schools. Carrie and I have produced various video lessons already that are being translated for use with school champions. Both the newsletter and the video lessons could be shared by the school director at a staff meeting. I'm aware that what you do in schools can be a challenge. Keep in mind the importance of the academic domain of a growth mindset. I approach each day, every training opportunity or conversation I have with Character Counts implementers, that I'll do my very best and put in the work that needs to be done. Kind of like my response to the dental hygienist. For you look upon yourselves as the support person who is standing beside the teacher in the implementation of Character Counts. I know by now that Michael's probably stopped listening to me, so I can say this. He often refers to me as a work in progress. I admit I don't have this character stuff all figured out, but I'm going to be intentional and do what I can to make a difference while I'm still on that life course changing journey. I'm so excited and enthused about what it is that you're doing and the impact that you are making. You are truly making a difference. Keep up the good work. Gracias por escucharme.
Comparte